Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is part 4 of getting started with Vibium, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to set up Vibium MCP in Claude Code. This allows us to prompt the AI to control our browser, and it can go ahead and create a script for us, add the code implementation, run the test so that we can see the scenario journey being executed. So before we can get to that point, we need to go through a few steps so that we can have it all ready for us to be able to give those prompts. So I've listed on the on my screen here the steps at which we can go through to be able to get this working. So step number 1, you want to go to this GitHub repository, and I can show you that directly on the browser. So let's say you come over to google.com, you want to type Vibium, and then you click there, you come over to the bottom of the page, click GitHub, and then you click Docs, and you go over to Tutorials, and you click Get Started. Now, on this page, if you've been following from part 1, 2, and 3, we have gone through the whole setup, which is what this page is all about. And then we are now in part 4 where we want to set up Vibium MCP in Claude Code. So to do that, you want to scroll to the bottom. So you will see the command where we need to run in our command prompts to be able to add Vibium to Claude Code. However, before you can do this, you want to ensure that you have already installed Claude Code. So that's the prerequisite. You have to install Claude Code first before you can add Vibium MCP. Okay, so to install Claude Code, all you want to do is head back over to the GitHub repository, and you see a link right below the command for adding Vibium MCP. You see it says get started with MCP. Just click on it, and it will take you to this page right here where it tells us what the prerequisite is. It says you need Claude Code installed. Check if you have it. So if it's your first time, obviously you're not going to have it, but you can run this command to check that you have it or not. So I'm going to run the command because I know I already have it, hence why I should be able to see Claude Code version 2.0.74. Now, if you don't have it, you're not going to see anything. So all you need to do is to click on this link, and it will take you to the page where you're going to install Claude Code. So there you go. So you are on the page right now where you can either copy that and run it in your command prompt, or you click on this drop down and run via VS Code to be able to install Claude Code. And then after that, you can come back and run that same command again to check whether it is installed, Claude version, and you see the version number. Okay, so next step, since we have Claude Code installed and we've confirmed by running this command, the next thing we want to do is to add Vibium to Claude Code. And that's the command right there, to add Vibium to Claude Code. So you just want to click this and head over to your command prompt and paste it right there and press enter. And then it's going to tell you that it has added Vibium MCP to Claude Code, and it's going to generate a JSON file for us. So this JSON file, which you can see right here, you can copy it or click on it, and for me, I'm just going to navigate to the folder where it is. So I'll open the folder and I'll look for claude.mcp. .json somewhere here. That's it right there. Okay, so you can double click on it and it will ask you to open it in any code editor of your choice. So I'm going to select Visual Studio Code and I'll click once, and then it's going to open the JSON file for me here. Now, as you can see, inside of this entire JSON file, what we are looking for is the MCP server. So this is what we need to be able to start the server. Now, you can get this set up at a global level, and you can also get it set up directly inside of your project so that it is only for this project. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do right now. So I'm going to copy this section right now, and then I will head over to the Explorer and I'll create a folder called .vs code, which I have already created there. So all you need to do is to click on this icon and type .vs code. Okay. And then inside of the folder, I added a file by clicking on this icon. So make sure you select the folder, click on that icon, it will add a file, give it a name. I called mine mcp.json. And then after that, I pasted the server section from the JSON file. Okay, so I just copied this little section here and pasted it there. But then if you notice that it had MCP server here, so all I did was to remove MCP and left servers as such in small letter. And then this is now ready for us to be used, so we can start the server and so that we can then proceed to the point where we can prompt the AI to um, control our browser for us. So at this very point, you can see you have the option to click Start to start the server, and it tells you that there is 7 tools available. Okay, 7 tools available, and these tools are, let me show you what those tools are. If I open the GitHub, um, the GitHub Copilot, and then if you click on this little icon here, and if you look for Vibium right there and expand it, it's going to show you all the 7 tools. So the first one is browser click, the second one is browser find, third one browser launch, browser navigate, browser quit, browser screenshot, browser type. So these are all the tools that Vibium requires to be able to, for the AI to be able to interact with elements on the page and so on. So it uses those tools to control the browsers, basically. So now that we've set up Vibium MCP in Claude Code, let's go ahead and start the server. I'm going to click that to start the server. And the next thing I'm going to do, you can see that the server is running right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is to prompt the AI over here in GitHub Copilot and see what it's going to do. So I'm going to tell it to navigate to, let's say, demoqa.com. So I'll copy this URL here, and actually I'll just tell it to come over to demoqa.com here, and I'll tell it to click elements, and from elements I'll tell it to click text box, and it will enter the full name and email. So I'll say go to this URL and click elements and click text box and enter a value in full name and email, then quit the browser. So that's my prompt. And then if I send this, let's see what the AI is going to do with it. So what we're expecting is that it's going to create a to-do list where it's going to organize step by step what it's going to do. First of all, it's going to open the browser, then it will navigate to demoqa.com, and then it's going to click on elements, click on text box, and fill the two fields. So from there, we will then see that it's also going to take a screenshot and it will tell us exactly where I saved the screenshots. Now, as you can see, the browser has opened automatically and it's navigated to demoqa.com, and then it's clicked on elements, and now it's attempting to click on text box. It didn't succeed the first time, it didn't succeed the second time. It's tried again and it succeeded, and now it has entered full name and it has entered email, and finally it's going to shut down the browser. So that is how you can set up Vibium and use it to prompt the AI to, you know, do things for you. And as you can see, this is going to help us a lot as test automation engineers. It's going to help speeding up your workflow, make things a lot easier for you, right? So um, let's now wait for it to finish, and then we'll see where I saved the screenshot. So that's it. Our test has passed. It says here, done. I opened the site, navigated elements, text box, filled full name and email. Then it says it took a screenshot, okay, and left the browser at a blank page. Screenshot saved to this location. Now we can access that screenshot. Now, when we were given the prompt, we could have also instructed it to save the screenshot in a folder of our choice. Take, for instance, I have a folder here called screenshot. I could have instructed it to save the screenshot inside of that folder, and it would do it exactly the way I want it, right? So now let's access the screenshot and see. So there's a folder, and we now have a screenshot. I'm opening that now. As you can see, that's the text box page. He entered full name and email. So I'm going to delete all of this because I don't need them. Right, so this is how you can set up Vibium MCP in Claude Code and be able to give your own prompt. So if you have enjoyed this content and um, you want to see me bring more content, please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll be more than happy to respond back to your comments. So thank you and see you in the next video.